State Senator Dan Laughlin is looking forward to another few years representing Pennsylvania's 49th Senatorial District in a session where he'll be taking on a new leadership position in our state capitol. Our State Capitol Bureau reporter Brendan Scanlon recently sat down with Laughlin discussing the last year and looking ahead to the next one, especially with Laughlin assuming that new role.
One of the reasons
State Senator Dan Laughlin was first elected to serve Pennsylvania's 49th Senatorial District in 2016. Since then, he's championed several bills for the people of Erie County. Some that became law this year include his data breach bill, the Clean Streams Fund, and his fire and panic bill.
we also got the fire and panic bill done that put smoke detectors into all our daycares across Pennsylvania.
He, like many others, was also excited to see the creation of the Whole Home Repairs Program.
The reason that one was important to me was early on when I was running in 2016, I talked about a lot of the blight issues that we have within the city of Erie, and a lot of places across Pennsylvania very similar to Erie have blight, and that should at least help alleviate some of that. If you have two people that own their homes and the house between you is blighted, that's dragging all three property values down.
In the next session, Laughlin hopes to build support for several of his bills that did not make it across the finish line, like his $10 per hour minimum wage bill.
I was disappointed that we didn't get my minimum wage bill pushed through. I think given the rate of inflation that we've seen the last couple of years, we're going to take another pass at that and hopefully get that pushed through.
And his open primary legislation.
I think it's a bill that's good government. I think most of the citizens are for that.
Laughlin will also be taking on a new leadership role in the 2023-24 session as chairman of the Senate Majority Policy Committee.
My goal with it is really to get out and interact with both the citizens and the stakeholders in Pennsylvania and actually try and steer the policy of the state.
Other priorities for Laughlin include making the state's business environment more appealing, drug pricing transparency, and energy production. Reporting in Harrisburg, Brendan Scanlon, Erie News Now.
Laughlin also says he'll continue fighting for Erie to become a City Revitalization Improvement Zone, or CRIZ. He believes that would bring additional money and more jobs to the region.